Luna Island. The villain's secret hideout must be there.
Welcome back to Super Mario Sunshine. This is part 4, and we're in Pinna Park, and I think we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a boss fight. So let's see what... Oh, what the hell? Shadow Mario, what are you doing here? No, this isn't triggering a cutscene. That just happens every single time you enter the level. I have no idea why. Could they seriously not have loaded these assets in beforehand? Whatever. I guess because it's like a separate area. So, we just gotta chase him down. You don't actually have to spray him here. He's just sitting there.
Perpetrator get away.
Amazing! What a spectacle. Is this a new show of ours? You guys are great. Whoever hired you needs a raise. I love how you play... Yeah, okay, this guy's confused. He thinks that we're a superhero and we're gonna have to stop him. No, old man, that's not how it works. Okay, basically this is our first, gimmick boss, I guess. It's not a real boss fight. You're not actually fighting him the way you would fight anything else in the game. You just have like these, it's kind of like an on-rail shooter, really. So here's what happens, right? You're on this roller coaster, you gotta shoot these bombs. Now, it's actually more effective to just spray them. You can change the camera angle with the Y button, although I don't know how you could possibly aim like that. Come on, okay, yeah, he warns you, Flood warns you of like bullet bills, you know, approaching, but the thing is, sometimes he's kind of full of shit because he'll tell you, oh, from this way, and it turns out it's actually coming from the other side. And I wasted my freaking rocket to shoot at Bowser, because that's what you gotta do. You can just spray him too. So, there you go, just grab that and shoot him in the face. Come on, there you go, danger. Oh, okay, that was a direct hit. He didn't play the little voice clip, but he does acknowledge whenever you get a... Fuck, that could have been a second hit. I could have been done with this fight even faster. Also, that fire, you can put it out. I was about to say that it's complete BS that you can't put it out. That you can, because the game's like, douse the fire with the thing. No, you can in fact put it out. Would you look at that? I guess my timing just wasn't right last time when I tried that. Also, why do the bombs, why do the bullet bills look like that with their freaking weird googly eyes? Like, there is a certain charm to having these familiar character designs altered just for the sake of, like... Okay, well, last time we tried to make them look correct, but we couldn't because we didn't know how 3D works. This time, we can make them look right. But we're not going to, because fuck you, we're Nintendo, we do what we want. Like, literally, we do whatever the fuck we want, and people will still buy it. Because, of course. Come on, do that. And there you go, okay. It's literally just going to be 2 more shots of this exact same thing. Now, if you're familiar with this game, you'll know that this actually is a recurring thing. You can come back to this roller coaster after you've completed this level, technically. For fuck's sake. And you can do this, like, balloon minigame thing. I'm not doing that. I tried it. It's whatever. You're literally just back on this thing shooting balloons instead of Bowser. There is no... it's not showing anything new. I will be showing that extra Rico Harbor mission because it does showcase a part of the stage that you wouldn't typically be visiting. So I believe that has worthwhile content to it. This doesn't. We're already here. I don't need to come back here again when it's not mandatory for the game's progression. So... it's almost like developers know that when something doesn't need to come back, but, you know, you can, I guess, they make it... Did I beat him? No. Oh, I did.
Mario! take Mama Peach away!
Mama Peach? I'm your mama?
Yeah, Papa told me all about it. He told me my mama got kidnapped by a bad man named Mario.
So you're Bowser's son?
So I came here to rescue her.
So the graffiti, that was you?
This is my magic brush. When I draw with this, all my wishes come true. A strange old man in a white coat gave it to me. A strange old man in a white coat?
But why would you pretend to be Mario?
Papa told me everything. He said,
Mario's a bully, he never fights fair.
he said,
Junior, you gotta try to outsmart Mario.
so I tried to get Mario sent to prison. But they didn't lock him up, and now he came to steal Mama Peach again. You pest, stop following us. No, not again. It appears to be heading toward Corona Mountain.
Mama Peach? Well, that would explain why our character model appears a little bit bustier than it normally does. I thought it was just the extra processing power of the GameCube. No, okay, I'm sure you know that's not actually what the fuck's going on, but Nintendo's gonna be Nintendo, what's gonna be? Alright, let's get the fucking shine. With that clusterfuck attempt at a plot point out of the way, so we're actually going to be introduced to Pinna Park proper. So this level is split into two different sections. As you can see, it has this beach part, which is kind of like Gelato Beach Mini, and then the full park section. Now, so remember when I talked about the music in the last part, how it was a little bit repetitive with the same motifs? Finally, we get a little bit of new, right? Like, this is some different music, a different melody, a different structure, different arrangement. It's nice. You know, it's nice to hear something new for a change. And the game does have quite a few new pieces after this. I think Noki Bay as well. This mission's super easy. You got these LED bombs. And I actually really like the way they look. You know what's really interesting? So, 2005, right? That's when Serious Sam 2 came out, which was also a very Fever Dream-like game just like this. And it was also a very divisive sequel to a beloved game just like with Mario 64 and Serious Sam the original, first encounter, and second. And, okay, basically, you know how, like, a very iconic character in the, like, iconic enemy, I guess, of the, Serious Sam series is, the beheaded kamikaze guy, who, like, you know, he's like this, he just runs up to you and explodes, right, like a bomb. And typically it's like a traditional 18-whatevers type bomb, right? Well, in Serious Sam 2, they're, like, all electronic and have these, like, robotic-sounding screams. And look at this game does the same shit. So, Crow Team were like, Mario Sunshine, we could totally steal it from that. No, this is probably just a coincidence. But either way, we're going to jump into a little secret now. Come on, get in there. And it's at this point that the secret stages start to get a little bit, well, difficult, let's just say. Not, you know, fucking Kaizo hard or anything, but because they're in 3D, right, you kind of have this inherent challenge of where is Mario in 3D space? And I think it's more to do with the lighting, really, because it's interesting how only some games have this problem for me. I know there are some people who just have this problem with every game, but for me it's like very specific, and I think it's to do with the color palettes and the lighting, the shading on the characters, the cube maps, so whatever the hell it might be, you know, just the way that the characters react to 3D space and the way that their models are, the way they interact with light. Because that really can have a great bearing on your idea as to where they are in 3D space. Like, for example, right now, I kind of know where Mario is. I didn't think he'd be under that, you know? What if we zoom the camera out? Would that help? Oh, that definitely helps a bit. I'm quite happy that you can zoom the camera out super far. Come on! God, not having FLUDD really exposes how fucking stiff the controls are compared to, well, I guess compared to 3D World, because they were okay in Galaxy. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually never played Galaxy. I've seen a lot of footage of that game. I mean, Nintendo Capri Sun's playthrough of that shit was my whole childhood, which is why I have a bit of nostalgia for console games, even though I am primarily a PC guy. But the controls in that game appear to be a lot floatier and more, you know, manageable, which is, you know, they had to do that because the game's, like, zero gravity thing going on. Well, it's not really zero gravity, but, you know, with the whole, circling around planets and stuff, you kind of have to do that for that kind of design. But either way, we did it. It wasn't actually all that difficult. Let's get the shine. And big shocker here, my least favorite mission in this level would have to be the red coin mission. This time, unlike the previous one, which was just fucking boring, this one's frustrating because it is genuinely jank. I can't believe I'm saying that. Really, the fact that I can use the word jank when describing an official mainline Mario game just shocks me to my very core, because I was always under the impression that the jank games are the ones that I really like. Now, I actually have grown to like this game over time, but I never really liked it that much before I actually played it. So I was always under the impression that, okay, if it's a game I don't like, that means it's good. That means it's nice and polished. If it's a game I do like, it's a jank, shitty game. Fuck Sonic. Fuck, Need for Speed. Fuck, what are my other favorite franchises? Crash, actually. Well, to be fair, no. I really only like the first 3 Crash games, which is just, you know, that's the normie opinion. Either way, this mission is fucking jank. What the hell did they expect me to do? Just, yeah, I guess that. Get on that, and then fall, and then have to climb it back up. And my main problem is the frickin' the pirate ships themselves, because they... Okay, so you see how they look kind of okay? It's like, yeah, we're gonna swing from left and right and be normal. And then all of a sudden, these stop being normal. They just flip upside down, and it's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about this? I don't even know how you're supposed to approach certain parts of the level other than exploiting the physics to do something like that. Right? And now I'm going to try and make it back up on top. There you go. So, the actual layout for this is quite simple, really. So you've got a red coin over underneath, right there. You're going to want to go here. And where is it? There it is. And you take these guys out with the A button. Remember, A is up, B is down. So right now, B would let go, but on a different kind of cage, A would let go. It's a little bit weird, but there you go. No problem there. Let's see, where else? Do we have any more red coins here? No, we don't. I think we have... Yep, there's a red coin right there. I can see it. I just got to figure out how to get to it. Come on, turn around, camera. Camera. All right. So use the ledge grab. Thank you. Okay, fuck. Let's see if this is going to work. So what I want to do is grab onto this thing. Yes! Okay, that worked. I got to give the game credit, though. It does force you to really push the limits of how a 3D platformer can be played with the way you're exploiting the level geometry. Because I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do right there, but that's how I just did it. And it seems to be working out. Is there anything below this? Yes, there is something below this. Good, so we're going to try and land down there. Don't do that, Mario. Stop reusing sound effects from Super Mario 64. It is very jarring, though, when like you're playing this game and you hear a bunch of sounds that were not only in 64, but then you hear a sound that was later used in 64 DS from this game. Like Mario's... Well, let's see if I can get it. No? 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 Come on, do it. He's got... There it is, that one. That sound. That's the one that plays very often in 64 DS, except it's like, you know, big crunch. So, we're... Okay, well, I know there's one way up top there. And there's got to be one more red coin somewhere. And, of course, I have no idea... Oh, you know what? I bet it's somewhere on the freaking pirate ship section. Is it? No, I got both red coins there. I got the red coin at the... Wait a second. I see something. No. I mean, we're just going to keep moving through the stage, and hopefully we'll just run into them as we go. Of course, okay. Stomp these guys out, because you cannot take them out while you're actually climbing on the thing. We're just going to go ahead and stomp right here. We're going to get this red coin as well. And there you go, yeah, we're basically done. It's not a very... You know what? It's better. It's definitely way better of a red coin mission than the previous one. In fact, it's one of my favorites because it does require you to play the video game like a video game and not just want to die all the time. But it's just kind of... That section right there is very problematic. It's really fun, though, sometimes when you, Anyway, yeah, so I do enjoy the fact that there is gameplay to be had in this stage. You know, it's actually a game that you play. And yes, it can be very frustrating and sometimes downright baffling as to how they let something like... What the fuck? Now I'm underneath. Okay, well, at least we can take that time to kill these guys, and they make the weirdest fucking sounds, seriously. You're gonna hear a lot more of that in the next mission. I think it's the next mission that has me, killing these... huge Koopa things that don't even look like... They look like these weird prehistoric versions of them. I don't know. Basically, we're just going to collect the final red coin. And we'll be done with that. It's not a bad platforming challenge. It's just that whole bit right there with the pirate ships. Like, it doesn't feel like it was play-tested, really. It requires you to do so much weird shit that, like... Whatever. Just grab this. So this next episode is a bit of a... Well, it's one of those just kill a bunch of enemies and in the correct spot. Actually, no, I don't think it matters. It's just a matter of getting them stuck in the sand. So what's going to happen is these guys are going to come out, right? They're going to make that sound, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. It sounds like a cat. And then, we wait a little bit. He's going to do his little animation. And you got to make sure he lands in the sand. This is something that the game kind of teaches you in Gelato Beach, sort of, with the Cataquacks. I think that's what they're called, right? Those annoying motherfuckers who try and destroy the watermelon, which made me stop doing that mission because it's based on RNG rather than actual skill. What the fuck is that sound? Seriously, look at them. They're horrifying. Like, they have these, like, weird eyes and, like, these holes in their shell for the eyes. It's just fucking... Like, these character designs. I don't know what they were going for with this. I do like the sunflowers, though. They're very, very cute. So yeah, all you really have to do is just keep spraying them. And then keep jumping. It's one of those super monotonous missions, right? I think we're just going to do a super cut now. I have no idea what any of them are saying, but they do look very cool. Although it's interesting that you have, like, these real sunflowers and these not real sunflowers. Are they actually pointed towards the sun? Kinda, yeah, close enough. Shine get. Ooh, look at those butterflies. Shine get. We're gonna take a little bit of a break from Peanut Park because, as I promised, there is one extra mission in Ricco Harbor which we haven't done, which does in fact showcase some extra worthwhile gameplay and level design. It's a difficult one, but it's worth it. Because look at this dude. He's got Yoshi. What the fuck is Yoshi doing here? Well, I'll tell you what he's doing here. He's here to be a picky motherfucker because every time you rescue him, it's like, no, give me a pineapple sliced in half over 20 melon seed. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to come up with something, but the point is, now when I rescue him, it's not good enough that I rescued him. Now I'm gonna have to get him some bananas or something. I bet that's what it's gonna be. Where the hell did he go? Is he down here? The music's quite loud. Oh, blue coin. We're not getting any of those. Where the fuck is he? Come on, Shadow Mario, show your fucking face, you dick. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's like, you know what this is? This reminds me of Burnout Paradise. So, you know how in Burnout Paradise, when you're about to unlock a new car, it summons, there he is, it summons this thing called a roaming racer. So that is the new car you're gonna unlock, and it just randomly wanders around the map, and you gotta take him down. And that's what this feels like. It's just Shadow Mario running around the level at random. Well, it's not actually random, it's a set path. But it feels random, though. And you just gotta stop him. Where's that blue bastard? There he is. I found him. Fuck yeah, okay, taken out. And now, we have to talk to him specifically. I knew it. Bananas. Fortunately, we're right above the marketplace, so we can just go ahead and grab some bananas. Ow. Fall damage in a 3D platformer. When will you... I mean, what the fuck? Why are they flickering? Why are they... What? What? Why did they disappear? Okay, I get that they disappear after you pick them up. I guess they're just on a timer permanently. That's so strange. I thought it was only a matter of after picking them up. Whatever. Point is, now we got Yoshi. You don't actually need to keep Yoshi with you in order to do this next mission. You can just forget him. Just fucking, you know, leave him. No, leave him. I don't want Yoshi. Go away. Yoshi's actually kind of trash in this game, to be honest. Like, he genuinely can be disadvantageous to you because of the way he limits your moveset. Yeah, Matthew Matosis made a very good point about the way that Yoshi kind of is not as good compared to how he used to be in previous games, but that's okay. We're going to go back to Rego Harbor now and do that extra mission. So it's like the only mission in the game which takes advantage of those weird fruit dispenser things, because yeah, if you remember correctly, when I was doing Rego Harbor, there was one mission where I had to climb on top of them just to get to a higher vantage point. You didn't have to interact with them or anything. Well, this time, here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do a little bit of Mario platforming, because this is a 3D platformer. It's easier to forget sometimes, but you go here, and you stomp on this stompable looking thing, and it's not a fucking Dorian. Yay, Dorian! Now I can play all of the, Dad Rock, I guess. I don't fucking know. That's a music joke. Alright, so don't actually kick it. That's a bad idea. What you want to do is just spray it, because you have way more control over it. Like this. You spray it into Yoshi, that picky motherfucker. I swear to God, after this mission, I'm just going to throw him into a lake. Come on, there you go. And now we have a purple Yoshi. So with this guy, we can go ahead here, and I don't know if the game teaches you this at any point, but you can just eat them, I guess. But you can also, what you have to do is spray these fish with his juice, which turns them into platforms, which move on their own, so get on them quick, because you will fall off. And don't touch that water, because Yoshi will turn into a puddle of particles if you do. I don't understand that design choice. What part of the game are we gonna break if we can fucking have Yoshi... Also, the camera here as absolute garbage. There you go. Come on. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mince words at this point. I don't care if it's a Mario game. I'm gonna fucking talk... I'm gonna say exactly how I feel about it, because, you know, I don't care. I don't believe that any game is exempt from criticism, even if it's like a one-man project or something. I mean, you know, we can cut them some slack, obviously, but that doesn't mean that, you know, oh, it doesn't matter, it's what kind of game it is, fuck it. It's the game sucks, you know, but this right here, this doesn't suck. It's just very, very frustrating. Also, the spin jump is way less reliable as Yoshi. Like, the camera is just complete dick because I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. Okay, come on, do the spin jump, there you go, and land it. Yes, alright. And do the spin jump again. Try and reposition Yoshi, fail miserably. There you go, and one more jump. Oh wait, hold on. This is the jump where you need to do this. Come on. Because he turns these platforms into elevating platforms, as you can see. You gotta stand on this bubblegum looking thing. It actually looks really nice, I gotta admit. And do the spin jump again. Now don't take damage. Oh, okay. I guess I'm a fucking Super Mario Sunshine speedrunner, because I just fucking clipped through. Look at that. I fucking clipped through. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works too. Wait, does Yoshi have a... Holy shit, I had no idea Yoshi had an animation for when you pick up a fucking shine. That's amazing. Are there any other points in the game where you actually pick up a shine with Yoshi? I don't know, but that was cool. Alright, let's keep moving. Now that I'm a certified Super Mario Sunshine speedrunner, you can look me up on speedrun.com, or Speed Demos Archive, whatever. We just gotta keep going through the game normally, honestly. I'm not gonna... That was insane. I cannot believe I got that to happen. Like, it wasn't even intentional. I was just doing it the way I thought I was supposed to, because what we're supposed to do, typically, is land there, and then, use Yoshi's gut juice to spray the fucking... that weird yellow goop, and then it, you know, it allows you to proceed, but... Apparently not. You can just clip through, because as I said, it it confuses my brain that I'm able to describe an official Super Mario title as janky. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, even Mario 64 feels more polished than this in a weird way, but I kind of like it. There's something charming about it, you know? It reminds you that games are made by people. I don't know how long that's going to stay relevant, but, you know, come on, stop fucking doing that. All we really have to do for this mission, though, is that we just got to go up to this section, and then see if we can pull this off. Do a spin jump, hover a bit, and then climb up on top here. And just like in Mario 64, you run really quickly up steep surfaces for some reason. Steep inclines. And now we just gotta try and figure out how to... Nope. Come on, and... made it! Somehow Mario does not get completely decimated by that super fast spinning wheel, but that's okay. So now we just have to... What do we have to do here? Oh yeah, we gotta... Remember, hit the 8... Oh, fuck. What are we doing? Where am I? Camera. Okay, remember, hit the A button here when Mario grabs on. Because, for fuck's sake, Mario. And jump. There you go. A for up. So you hit that. He makes that weird sound again. He electrocutes every single living being inside of that body of water, wiping out half the fucking, what would you call it, marine life. And, yeah, the Ferris wheel is now slowing down. And what we can do is, as you would expect for a, you know, video game, you don't have... So anyway, as I was saying, what we do is, we have to jump on... So you don't actually get inside of any of these, because that would make too much sense in the human world. What you do is you jump on top of this, and you somehow get yourself stuck on it. And then, yep, Mario's floating on top of it. That's how we do. And you float over here and get your shine. That's really helpful, game, you know, just an overview of the entire area. It's simple. Here's what you do for this mission. You gotta find a Yoshi, right? And not just any Yoshi, but it's gonna play a little thing again, isn't it? I don't care. I know it. There you go. Yeah, that's when it zooms in on the Ferris wheel. But here's what you do. The Yoshi will spawn in the exact same place every single time. So what you do is you go all the way over there. Pineapple. Okay, I can always tell from here he wants a pineapple. So we're just gonna have to find a pineapple, bring it over to that fucker, because, you know, it's just being rescued by me is not good enough, apparently. No, I gotta give him the exact thing that he wants. Because fuck Yoshi, man. Yoshi is such a cunt. And not even, like, in the modern internet, haha, he doesn't pay his taxes kind of way. I mean, like, I fucking hate Yoshi, to be honest. I mean, most Mario characters are just inherently unlikable. Ironically enough, except for the ones that are designed to be unlikable. I like Waluigi in Wario quite a bit. And not even in the Smash Bros. Kind of way. No, I mean, like, literally, I think they're really cool characters. And, you know, Bowser's an iconic villain, of course. Where's the pineapple? There it is. But yeah, Yoshi's always just kind of... He's been a neat power-up, obviously, in the 2D games, or at least when he is practical. But in this game, he's just a hindrance, so we're just gonna have to bring this over to his stupid face. There you go, he's like... Whatever the fuck those notes are, and bring him over here so we can skewer him, basically, to pretend that he's part of the merry-go-round. And I'm totally cool with that, alright? Yoshi Kebab, nice. Dinosaur. That fat fuck is gonna get what he deserves. Come on. And hurry up. Don't you just hate it when you get on a Ferris wheel and you're teleported to an abstract 3D platforming section in a Super Mario game for the Nintendo GameCube released in 2002? Yeah, so do I. Anyway, this section is actually way easier than it seems. Like, it looks like it'd be a pain in the ass because of the way it's designed, but... Well, I mean, okay, no, trust me, it really isn't that difficult. Alright, just gotta make the jump, and now it's just a matter of riding it out. There's an extra life over there if you feel like, you know, actually obeying the game design, which I don't recommend, because doing that is boring and frustrating. That's even worse. Frustrating. Some people, there's this constant debate of like, okay, is it worse for something to be frustrating or for it to be boring? I guess I understand the argument of it's worse for a video game to be boring than to be aggravating, right? I understand that, but the thing is, boring can very easily, depending on the way the game contextualizes its action, it can very easily somehow morph into relaxing or therapeutic. Like, there's a lot of games that I know some people who would describe as boring, but a lot of other people would describe as, I really hate this term, cozy. I fucking hate that. Cozy game. What the fuck does that mean? It's like, it makes you feel, I get it, nostalgic, comfortable, I'm fucking dead. So I understand that there's also an appeal for the, quote, boring kind of game. I mean, why do you think that Farm Simulator became so popular? It wasn't just because of some people's funny videos based on it or whatever. That's because the Farm Simulator games do genuinely try to be like the experience of farming with all of the, you know, the troubles of it, but also the reward, you know? So that makes sense. It's kind of boring. But, you know, why do you think Train Simulator has such a ridiculously dedicated following that'll fucking eat up the overpriced as shit DLCs for that game? I mean, it's insane, right? It's not just because of NerdCube's funny videos on the games, although it's definitely... I do firmly believe that those videos played a huge part in the game's... what would you call it? Unintentional marketing, if that makes sense? As in, like, the developers had nothing to do with it. It was, well, to be fair, game developers aren't also the game marketing people. They are the, just the guys who make the game. The marketing happens from outside, but still. Point is, like, it doesn't hurt to have people make funny videos about your game. I mean, fucking Goat Simulator was literally designed specifically to do that. Also Surgeon Simulator, right? Except Surgeon Simulator is actually a relatively competently made game, so to speak. You know, look, I'm not 14 years old anymore. I don't find Goat Simulator to be all that funny. Like, it's nostalgic for sure. You know, I mean, like, when I was a kid watching fucking Jacksepticeye and shit, you know, all those things. But now I'm like, yeah, I want to actually play a video game, though, and not just glitch half the time. It's not even that buggy, though. Like, there's games that are buggier than that. And are funnier, to be honest. Not because of the bugs, but because of what they create as a contextual comedy. Whatever, let's get this shine. Alright, we're finally on the final mission of Pinna Park, and we're going to be taking out Shadow Mario again. This is also, I would rank it like number 2 in the annoyingness scale in terms of, like, you know, having to chase him down, because this level is quite elaborate in its design. His pattern isn't too difficult to follow or anything. In fact, it's actually a little bit easier in Gelato Beach in a way, because the camera doesn't become as much of a problem as it would in Gelato Beach, I find. Not to say that, you know, it doesn't frustrate me sometimes when he takes the most obtuse possible path. It's just like, okay, fuck you, man. And now I've got to chase him all the way over here. Where the hell did he go? See, now he's gone. There, no, he's not. See, I like to just convince myself that he's despawned off the map. And in fact, that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if the game genuinely does not render his model when he's outside of view, because why should it? You can't see him, might as well save the resources, right? How you think you can make a game look this good on a console developed in the early 2000s? You know, a Japanese one at that, and Nintendo. Well, to be fair, this was actually the time when Nintendo was still kind of trying to push graphics. You know, this is before the Wii. Before the Wii sold like 1 million copies, and it told them, hey, you don't need to have the best visuals or whatever to sell well. And they were like, okay, fine. Then why did the Wii U try and compete, but it couldn't, obviously, because it wasn't it was nowhere near as powerful as the consoles that were competing against it. But then the Switch was like, yeah, I'm still not that good in terms of power, but I'm portable, and like actually portable this time, and I got really cool games, so, you know, yeah. And that's Nintendo's business strategy. Make sure to not outperform the competition, but out something it for sure. I'm not sure what the measure is in this case, but, you know, the DS definitely sold better than the PSP, that's for sure. It's because it was cheaper. Although, funnily enough, I had a PSP as a kid because I thought it was cooler, and it wasn't really that expensive by the time I got it. I was pretty late adopter, but I was also kind of an early adopter in terms of the 3DS, surprisingly. Like, I actually got it the year it came out, which is... I'm surprised I was able to even frickin' find one where I live. But, yeah, let's see. Darn it all. They wanted to say damn it all, but they can't. They can't say that. It's a kid's game, even though it's mainly played by man-children like me, but whatever. Let's get it. No, Shadow Mario, you're gonna have to wait a bit. We're not gonna take you out just yet, alright? We're gonna end it up for this episode. We did a little bit of, we did all of Pinna Park, well, most of Pinna Park, and a little bit of extra Ricco Harbor because I felt like it was worth showcasing. We did an awesome glitch there. Gonna see you guys again in Part 5 of Super Mario Sunshine. See you then.